Welcome to the world of Ove, a grumpy yet lovable man. The type who yells at you for parking in the wrong spot, but secretly cares more than anyone else around. Frederick Backman's A Man Called Ove is a touching tale about loss, love, and unexpected friendships. Ove is a man of routine. He lives in a small neighborhood where nothing escapes his attention. Whether it's a misparked car or a misplaced trash can, Ove makes sure everyone follows the rules. But beneath this seemingly cantankerous exterior lies a man shaped by deep grief and a desire to maintain order in a world that has been anything but kind to him. Ove's life has become mundane. His wife Sonia, the love of his life, passed away, and since then, Ove has lost his sense of purpose. His days revolve around the same strict routines, inspecting the neighborhood, visiting Sonia's grave, and silently contemplating the emptiness around him. Ove, with his grumpy demeanor, represents the old guard, a man who values hard work, responsibility, and self-reliance. His frustrations with modern society, where people can't even fix their own bikes or pay cash for things, feel relatable yet funny. One of the book's early humorous moments is when Ove tries to buy a computer, only to storm out angrily when he learns it's just a box that doesn't work without a mouse. But Ove's solitary existence is about to change. Enter Parvane and Patrick, his new neighbors, a pregnant woman with 2 young daughters and a clumsy husband who immediately backs into Ove's mailbox on moving day. At first, Ove is annoyed by their incompetence, but Parvane's persistence slowly starts to break through his walls. As the story progresses, we see Ove helping these new neighbors despite his gruff exterior. Whether it's driving them to the hospital or babysitting their kids, Ove's actions speak louder than his harsh words. Slowly, the neighborhood misfits, like Jimmy the overweight IT guy in Rune, Ove's old frenemy, become part of a family Ove never thought he needed. Through flashbacks, we learn about Ove's younger life, his quiet father, the values he instilled in Ove, and most importantly, his relationship with Sonia, a radiant woman who brought light into Ove's otherwise methodical existence. Their love story is simple, yet deeply touching. Sonia was everything Ove wasn't: warm, spontaneous, and endlessly kind. After losing her, Ove's life lost its color. In the aftermath of Sonia's death, Ove feels his purpose is gone. He tries to join her multiple times, but every attempt is humorously interrupted. A clumsy neighbor needing help, a stray cat that won't leave him alone, or Parvane at the door, asking for favors. These interruptions, however, are not just plot devices. They are life itself, pulling Ove back from the brink of despair. Little by little, Ove becomes entwined in the lives of those around him. He teaches Parvane's children valuable lessons and even takes in a stray cat, begrudgingly, of course. His gruff exterior softens as the neighborhood begins to depend on him. Not as a grumpy old man, but as a friend, a mentor, and even a father figure. But Ove's heart, both physically and emotionally scarred, is weary. His rare heart condition, a constant reminder of his mortality, and the immense grief over Sonia's loss, lead him to make one final, desperate attempt. But in a twist of fate, a man collapses onto the tracks. Ove, in a split-second decision, fueled by a deeply ingrained sense of right and wrong, jumps onto the tracks and pulls the man to safety. Ove, the grumpy old man who everyone thought was just waiting to die, becomes an unlikely hero. In the end, Ove does not die by his own hand but passes away quietly in his sleep. His funeral is attended by hundreds, neighbors, friends, and even strangers whose lives he touched, much to Ove's likely dismay. In his final act of kindness, he leaves Parvane everything, knowing she'll take care of what he leaves behind. A Man Called Ove is more than just the story of a grumpy old man. It's a story about love, loss, and the impact one life can have on others. It reminds us that even the toughest, most irritable people may have the biggest hearts, and that it's never too late to find connection, family, and purpose. Sometimes we find family in the most unexpected places, and sometimes a man like Ove just needs a little help remembering how to live.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Please share your feedbacks and thoughts through comments.